On the show today, we're talking with Andre Campbell, and Andrea is a daughter of Neil Campbell. And I guess to ask you how you got into the game is pretty evident how you did get in the game.
Yeah, well, my dad was in the game years ago. He built this barn back in 1972, and he had a number of horses over the years. And as a teenager, of 5 daughters, I seemed to be the one that was the most interested. So I traveled around with him a little bit and went to the horse races with him and was very interested in the game. And then after my mom passed away, he got out of the game for a while. And about 2 years ago, he decided that he was going to purchase a couple of yearlings, which he did. And at that time, he asked me if I'd be interested in helping him out. And I said, absolutely, for sure. And I got the bug again. So here I am. And he passed away, and subsequent to that, I ended up purchasing a couple of horses of my own. And I currently have 2 horses. Here's Harley and a 2-year-old Island Sensation that I've been racing out of the barn and enjoying it very much.
Who were some of the horses that your dad had back in Sydney when Cape Breton was racing?
Oh, he had Technique, Jill Christie, Young Lehigh, Rocket Adios. He had a horse by the name of P.H. Burney for a very short period of time. He had a horse by the name of Highland Dancer. All of my sisters are Highland Dancers, so that was aptly named. And probably a few more that don't come to mind right now, but that was basically the stable that he was racing when I was involved.
What do you see the big difference when you were younger around the track over at Sydney as compared to here?
Well, it certainly looks a lot different as an adult in the game. I certainly didn't realize back then how much work was involved. It's really, really nice to be here at the Northside Downs, where it's a small track, it's a small community, and as a female and someone who's just recently entered, the game, I've received a tremendous amount of support from fellow horsemen here, many of whom would have been friends of my dad's. The horses certainly are faster, for sure. The gear has changed, bikes have changed. Probably speed is the biggest thing. They just keep getting faster and faster.
They just keep getting faster. They sure do.
Yeah.
Great facilities here in North Sydney.
It is. It's a great facility. I mean, it's absolutely wonderful to be able to walk out of your barn and race. No travel, you don't have to transport your horses. So it is. It's a great facility, and, a lot of hard work went into this, and, the people that have done so deserve a lot of credit for that.
Special race for your dad. That must be kind of a sentimental thing for you.
Yeah, it's we did it last year. We weren't quite as organized last year as we are this year, and I know that it would mean a lot to him, and it certainly would mean a lot to him the fact that it's here at the Northside Downs, because he spent a great deal of time here, training and jogging his horses. Of course, he didn't race here. He raced at the Tartan Downs and various tracks throughout the province, but yeah, I think he'd be pretty proud of all the hard work that's gone into sort of making racing happen here, and I think he'd be also pretty pleased that his stable still continues to operate. I think he'd be pretty happy about that. We certainly feel that his spirit lives on.
So Andrea, down the road, you still stay in the game?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Been bitten once, so it stays now, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no, I don't think harness racing is kind of an either or. It's an all or nothing thing. Absolutely, yeah. So I'm looking forward to next season. It's kind of sad when the race season draws to a close. But I'm looking forward to next year.
Seems to be a cycle, though. You race a couple of horses for a couple of years, and then it seems you want to turn them over to get some better stock. Would you look at that? Here's Harley's a good horse.
He is. He's a great horse. I mean, and he's a great horse for someone like myself, because he's very easy to manage, and I certainly don't have any training experience as such. My favorite is yearlings. And I've purchased over the last couple of years 3 yearlings. They can be very much hit and miss, and that's sort of a different kettle of fish when you look at sort of overnight horse racers, like Harley. So I do like the yearlings. I like any type of racing, though.
For all the females out there watching, what's a day in Andrea Campbell's life in the morning around here?
Well, actually, I took a leave of absence from my job to spend some time here at the track, and I've been here for the last 6 months. And I did at one time have 4 horses in my stable, and I now have 2, but it's a lot of work. They need to be mucked and fed and jogged and washed, and the barn needs to be cleaned, and hay needs to be hauled, and feed needs to be bought at the co-op. But it is work, but it's a lot of great fun too, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. I'm going back to work on October 26th, so it'll be difficult. It'll be sad not to spend my time here, because as my husband was commenting the other night, that I basically come at 7 in the morning and I'm here all day. But I mean, I enjoy it, and it's not all work. It's the camaraderie, it's the chit chat, it's visiting other horsemen and other horses, and so it's been a great experience to sort of find something at my age, at 50, and to feel so passionate about that. I feel very fortunate, and I thank my father for that. I think that's one of his sort of parting gifts to me, given me many gifts over my lifetime, but that was one of the parting gifts, because had he not been involved, I would never have gotten into it. So I'm very thankful for that.
And we thank you for this.
Thank you very much.